Hi guys. Hello. Thank you for joining in tonight. Oh my goodness, it is a beautiful day. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Yes. Oh my goodness. How is everyone tonight? I had a wonderful day today. I was able to enjoy the peace and quiet of my home and be able to work on this beautiful show that I am able to bring to you tonight. And I have a great show ahead of us tonight. Like, I'm just so excited. I can't even contain myself. You see, I'm stumbling over my words because I'm just so excited for this show tonight. I have a brand new sponsor. Okay, I am spotlighting an amazing independent artist. Okay, also the topic is fire, and the financial tips, honey. Yes, you gotta tune into the show because I have been working, honey, and I want to bring y'all the best show possible. Today of all days, Martin Luther King Day. You know, he was an amazing man. He marched, he did his thing, he did his speech, and he was always talking about nonviolence and also practicing peace. And I know a lot of times it's hard for us to do that because we want to snap back so fast, and it takes a special type of person to preach that and also practice what they preach, right? So before we even get into this show, I gotta shout out my sponsors because without them, this show could not be here. Okay, it could not be here, and I love my sponsors. So here we go. Number one, we have Anointed Ads. Amazing award-winning graphic design and website company. 14 years experience, over 100 websites created. This guy is amazing. He created the flyer for my show. So he holds a special place in my heart. When I was doing the financial thing, and I still do the financial thing, when I was doing credit repair, I said, I need some flyers. And he was right there to make sure that I got quality flyers. And he's just amazing. So if you are ready to get your project started with him, you want to get a website design or you want to get some graphic design done, hit up my man Phil at Anointed Ads. His number is 609-534-0237. Okay, so make sure you hit him up. You can also follow him right here on IG at Anointed Ads. He also has a website at www.anointedads.com. That's ANOINTEDADS.com. So make sure that you check him out. Also, another amazing sponsor that we have that has been rocking out from the beginning is Euphoria Water, the healthiest, the cleanest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. Okay, this water is the bomb. And guess what? I got my shipment in, y'all. I got 4 gallons, y'all, because I'm not playing. I want that clean water. I want to hydrate the right way, okay? So I have my gallons. I have my singles, okay? Because I want to get that clean water, okay? The healthiest, cleanest water in Philly. Why not? Why not treat myself to that? I think I deserve it. Do you think I deserve it? Do you think you deserve it? You deserve the cleanest water in Philly, okay? And that is Euphoria Water. So if you want to place your order, just make sure you hit up my guy at Euphoria Water on IG. That's UPHORIAWATER. Euphoria Water, okay? Make sure you hit my guy up. And my newest sponsor that I'm so excited to have on board is All Money Shots, okay? So this guy I met 10 years ago, it had to be like 10 years ago, and he was kind of just getting started in the game, and now he is just blowing up. I mean, he is doing amazing things. He's shot for athletics, he's done, private, just awesome photography, videography. I just love this guy so much because he actually is responsible for the shots that I have been using for the flyer, just to do promo. He is just amazing. All Money Shots. You gotta go check him out. He's right here on IG. He also has a great campaign called Shoot Cameras, Not Guns, which is an amazing campaign because, as you know, in Philly, we have a lot of gun violence. A lot of violence, totally. But a lot of gun violence. And what he's aiming to do is to give back to the community in a way where he can have these young kids in a class learning photography and videography and giving them something to do with their time other than being out in these streets, right? So that is so amazing, and I am so blessed and happy to have him on board as one of my sponsors. So go and check out All Money Shots right here on IG. That's ALL Money. I know y'all know how to spell money. Everybody should know how to spell money. Shots, okay? So go ahead and check my man out. Thank you so much to my sponsors. Thank you so much for tuning in so far, you guys. I'm so happy to have y'all here because, like I said, we're going to jump into the show. I got an amazing topic tonight. And what is the topic, right? And I thought it tied in so well with MLK Day. Because, I mean, he always talked about, you know, we should not be judging people by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Content of your character, right? So, character plays a big part in a lot of different things. And I always said, can we separate someone's character from their craft? For example, if you go to someone who is amazing, like I'm in the music industry, so how I interact with people and energies is very important to me, and it helps me with my creative juices, everything, all that stuff. So if I am dealing with someone with a very negative attitude, someone that is just really mean, I clam up. I can't really create with that person because I feel the vibe and the vibe is not good. And that goes with a lot of different things. Like if you go to the store and let's say someone is an amazing cashier, they get people in and out, but they got a nasty attitude. Do you say, I really want to get out of here, but this person got a nasty attitude? Like, do you kind of like weigh it? Do you weigh it? Do you say, okay, this person has a nasty attitude, but they're the best at what they do? When is the line? When do you draw the line? When do you say, I don't care how great you are at what you do, you're not going to talk to me on any type of way. You're not going to be no type of way to me. You're not going to say things to me that's going to make me feel bad about myself. You're not going to do that because I don't care how great you are. I don't care because it does not matter in this point in time because you have to readjust your attitude if you expect me to work with you. And I have a quick story time, right? So the reason why I decided to come up with this topic is because I work with different engineers when it comes to my music. And when engineers are very nice and very pleasant, it makes the whole thing go so much better, right? And I just happened to work with an engineer that was really great at what they did, but then after a while, it started being that they didn't have the greatest of attitudes. And I was like, I have to remove myself from this situation. I have to not work with this person because this person has a really bad attitude and it is not really worth my time working with them because why would I do that when I can work with someone who's pleasant? And they may not be the best like that person, but I would rather work with someone who has a very, very great attitude. I would work with them. They're pleasant. They are able to speak to you and not at you, if you get what I'm saying. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, do y'all have a thing where y'all kind of like draw the line? Like, listen, I don't care if you are really, really great at this. I can't work with you if you got a nasty attitude. What about singers? What about mechanics? Like, just throwing stuff out there. Like, is there someone you know that are like really great at what they do and they have nasty attitudes, and you're like, but they really good, so I'm gonna just go to them anyway, even though I don't like their attitude and they're not that great when it comes to being a people person and being pleasant that way. Like, do you sacrifice? What do you do, guys? I mean, I know that personally I wouldn't want someone encroaching on my space that is very negative, and I can't have that. I really can't have that. And I say it again, I don't care how great you are at what you do. If you're going to be a negative person and you're going to be very mean and just not a good person, why would I associate myself with that? And this is not to, because at first when I wrote this question out, I said, can we separate the character from the craft? And at first I was thinking, well, the first thing that came to my mind is, you know, people's personal lives, can we separate that from what they do when it comes to the music industry, or if they're like a celebrity, or they're famous, or they're really good at what they do? Like, is it a way that we can separate their personal life from their peace of mind? Is way more important in my opinion. Right on, B&A Island is on the live right now. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? And that is very, very important. It's very important. At first I was talking about, you know, personal lives as opposed to, you know, the public, what the public sees, right? But then I was like, that's not really where I'm going with this question. I'm going with, like, I have had my moments when I wasn't the most pleasant. I will admit that. When I used to work at a drugstore and I was a beauty advisor, and a lot of times, like, I'm very knowledgeable about the products. I knew about all the deals, all the sales, everything. And it gets to a point in retail where you kind of get a little discouraged, a little like, why am I still here? And I remember one time I was like, I'm like the best at what I do, but I felt like my attitude wasn't as pleasant because I started getting very uncomfortable with the job. I'm gonna say that. I started to feel like it was always a rat race. It was very, you know, like I didn't want to be there. And I took that out on a lot of my customers, so I do want to apologize to any of them customers that had gotten the mean side of me, the negative side of me, that didn't really want to be at work, because there's no excuse for that. You should always keep yourself pleasant, especially when you work in sales and you want to get commissions and stuff like that. You should always have a pleasant attitude. And I know Jasmine, what's up, Jazz? A1 said you are meant for more and you knew it. And you know what? Yeah, I did feel like I was meant for more, and I was getting complacent, and what was going on. And I said, listen, I'm not happy. And a lot of people were seeing that I wasn't happy, and that wasn't my intentions. When I went to work, it was like I got focused, and I said I got to make these sales, and sometimes I didn't come off as pleasant as I should have. But I knew my products, I knew everything about it, and I wouldn't be mad at somebody if someone said, you know what, your attitude is a little bit too negative for me to even do business with you, so I'm going to go to this cashier over here. I wouldn't get mad at that, because as I got older, I realized how important, like B&A Alice said, that peace of mind is, than having that person just be real negative and, you know, not, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't want any negativity around me. So, you know, content of your character is very, very important when it comes to anything that you do. It helps to be very knowledgeable about what you do. It helps to know the ins and outs of everything. And it also helps to be very pleasant. So, I mean, some people can look past it. I'm a person that can't. Are you a person that can look past it? Are you a person that can't look past it? Are you a person that like, listen, this got to get done and I don't care how this person treats me? We can go back in the day. Back in the day, since today is MLK Day, you know, there was times where you had the best schools, best of the best schools, and remember segregation was going on, and even though these schools had the best teachers and the best books and everything like that, because you know why they had the best books and stuff like that, and we wanted to go there, but we wasn't treated like human beings. But a lot of, like, I give it up for those first, I think, 5 students that walked into their all-white school and was like, listen, we're going to come here and get our education. Somebody started spitting at me, throwing stuff at me, we fighting, and then, and then I don't go to that school no more. I don't care how great this school's supposed to be. I don't care about that. Like, no, listen, shout out to them. Shout out to that movement, right? Because that was amazing what they did, but I know personally I wouldn't have been able to do that. So shout outs to our ancestors and to all those people that paved the way for us to be as fabulous as we are today, right? So with that, we're going to jump into our sponsors, right? Our sponsors are Anointed Ads, okay, award-winning graphic design and website company, 14 years experience, over 100 websites created, okay, the best guy ever to work with. If you want to get your project started, I didn't mention it the first time, but if you want to get your project started and you mention Think Different TV, guess what? He's going to take 15% off for you. He is going to take 15% off for you. I think I gotta say that one more time. He's gonna take 15% off for you when you mention Think Different TV. Isn't that something? So guess what? Y'all go ahead. Y'all hit up my man Phil at Anointed Ads, 609-534-0237. Like I said, when you mention Think Different TV and you want to get that project started, you get 15% off. I don't even know why I forgot that the first time. I should have told y'all that off the rip, right? And then the next sponsor that we have is Euphoria Water, the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, okay? Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. Like I said, I got my shipment, so I've been, listen, no more of that. I told y'all I had COVID. That COVID was no joke. And, you know, the most important thing is to stay hydrated. And I want to make sure I hydrated the right way. And came through in the clutch. I got my 4 gallons, got my singles and everything like that. Listen, hold up. We're going to hydrate the right way, right? And athletes love it. Celebrities love it. I love it because I am a celebrity, right? And it's just amazing water, hydrates, and can't say too much more about it. If you want to make that order, go over to Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water on IG, okay? And our other sponsor, our newest sponsor, All Money Shots. He has an amazing campaign. Shoot cameras, not guns. Like I said, gun violence in Philly is crazy. He is doing things to change the climate, okay? To change the climate. He's putting these kids in a situation, and older people too. He's offering these classes to people so they can learn how to do photography and get off the streets. They can have something to do with their time, you know, instead of being out in these streets. We don't need to be out in these streets. COVID out in them streets. A little bit of snow I saw, little flurries and stuff I saw out there. It was out in them streets. We don't need to be out in them streets. We need to be in the house. So he also does amazing photography, amazing videography. He is just, yo, let me tell you, this guy even does like digital photo shoots. What? You don't even have to be in the same room with this guy. You can do it virtually. Listen, just go and check him out. All Money Shots, IG. Guy is amazing. And that wraps up our sponsors, but this takes me right into one of my favorite segments. Well, all of my segments are my favorite, right? but I love giving flowers to people. Okay, I love celebrating other artists. I am an artist, and this artist that I'm about to celebrate tonight, woo! All right, first of all, this guy, all right, is from Iowa. He is amazing. Like, his singing is off the chain. He makes you feel everything that he sings. He can sing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and that joint will be like so, and you heard my Philly come out a little bit. That joint will be like a hit, okay? He is just so amazing. He is real son of soul. And no lie about that name, because it's soul in everything that he sings. He was on Wine Wednesday, season 1. He was doing his thing. He was singing. Get this. He would be on the show while he was at work, y'all. If that ain't dedication, I don't know what it is. Listen, he was at work singing in the competition. I was like, this dude is amazing. And how can I explain his voice? Okay, so like take you to the days of Gerald Levert and just a little bit of Tank, a little bit of little Tyrese, a little bit. You mix it all together, and you got real son of soul. Like, what? And he has singles out right now. He has Sleep Good at Night, which is an amazing song. He has You Ain't Ready for Love, a song that is featuring Urban Mystic. You can go and get all of these singles. Go out there and get this guy's music. Go and follow him, Real Son of Soul _ Like, go and just do it. Just follow him. Just listen to this guy sing, because I guarantee you're going to be in a trance. Okay? And if you want to hear any of his music, you can go right on Spotify, iTunes. Make sure you support these artists, okay? Support these artists. Go out there and get that music, because this guy, like I said, is amazing. And without further ado, I am going to play for you his newest song, his newest single that features Songbird Ivy, who is also an amazing vocalist. And it is called Promise Me. All right, so I'm about to play it now. Hope y'all hear it. Here we go. was the love you showed me. You are my king. You make my heart sing. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you. Promise I do. Just love you. Oh, always love you. I love you. I do. I love you. I do. Just love you. Always love you. I love you. I love you. Just love you. Always love you. I love you. I do. I love you. I do. Just love you. Always love you. That was Promise Me by Real Son of Soul featuring Songbird Ivy. Listen, guys, go out there and get this guy's music. He is so talented. Songbird Ivy as well. I love them both. They are just doing a daggone thing. They both were actually competitors in the Wine Wednesdays, but what I've come to find out is that is like a big family, and they love and support each other. And I just love this hair duets. Like, I miss duets. I miss stuff like that. Stuff that make you feel loved and cherished and just held and warm inside. Whew. Go out there and get their music, okay? Go out iTunes, Spotify, everywhere online that you can get their music. Please support these artists because they are amazing. And that takes me, I feel all warm inside. That takes us to our sponsors. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads, award-winning graphic design and website company. 14 years experience, over 100 websites created. Even has his own website, anointedads.com. That's ANOINTEDADS. So go out there, follow him on IG, like him on Facebook. Show him some love. If you're ready to get your project started, make sure you call him at 609-534-0237. Okay, and when you mention Think Different TV, you will receive 15% off. That's 15% off of your next project. Okay, make sure you hit up my guy Phil. Next, we have Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. All right, alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals whatsoever. I have my shipment. Make sure you get yours today. Go to Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water on IG to place your order. That's UPHORIAWATER right here on IG. And then our newest sponsor, All Money Shots. All Money Shots, photography, videography, also has a wonderful campaign called Shoot Cameras, Not Guns. Okay, he's helping to get these kids off the streets. It's too crazy out here. He's showing them how to do photography, how to catch the right light, how to do this, how to do that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Positivity. All right, he's showing them how to do something positive with their time instead of being out in the streets. Okay, and not just for young kids. If you want to get started and you're older and you want to get started, hey, hit my guy up. All Money Shots right here on IG. I'm so excited to have new sponsors, right? So, we're going to get to our last segment for tonight, which is the financial tip for the day. Yes, right? So, I want to make sure I wrote this down. I got it all right and spiffy for you guys. because we're running on the end of the show, right? Which makes me kind of sad because I hate when I have to go, but it's always next week. And next week, guess what? We're going to be on location in Atlanta. Yeah. And why? Because it's my birthday. Hey, hey. We're going to be in the hey. So, yeah. I'm going to be on location in Atlanta next week. Make sure you check out that show because I'm going to be super hyped. I'm going to be dressed all cute and stuff like that because it's going to be my birthday. It's going to be my birthday. I'm so happy. Whew. So let's get into this financial tip, y'all. So, credit. Whew. The C word. Not COVID. Credit, right? Credit. What affects your credit score, right? A lot of people, don't know what affects their credit score. They think if they just pay stuff down, they'll magically make their credit score go back up, which is not the case, unfortunately. All right. So one is utilization, right? You want to keep your utilization. And what I mean by that, if you have $20,000 in available credit, you want to keep how much you use of that credit low. Okay. That doesn't mean don't use your credit. You want to use the credit because you have to use it and you have to pay it back. And that's how you get what can I say? That's how you get the history and all of that good stuff. And that's how you build your credit. That's what I wanted to say. That's how you build your credit because you got to use the credit, then you pay it back, and that's how you build your credit, right? So utilization is very important because you want to keep it under 29%. 29%. If you're really good, keep it under 10%. Okay? Because when you do that, what happens is you're using your credit, but you're getting your balances low enough that the credit companies are seeing, okay, they're making an effort to pay back their debts. And so when you do that, it helps to boost your credit score. Now, only on the accounts that are open. Y'all hear me? Only on the accounts that are open. See, another thing we want to do is take into account how many accounts we have. All right. Do you have 2-3 accounts? That's not going to really make a difference. When you have an upwards of 20 to 23 accounts, maybe 25 accounts, you will be in good standing. And if those credit accounts are in good standing, then you will be in good standing, especially when there's so many accounts. And that includes revolving accounts, your student loans, all of those. But you want to have like 10 of them be accounts that are revolving accounts. Make sense? I'm talking about credit cards, stuff that you have to pay on a regular basis. And with student loans, you don't have to pay it on a regular basis. You just pay it off or whatever. But I'm talking about accounts that you have to constantly pay every month. You want to make sure that you're paying those, and you want to have a substantial amount of them because then they'll put you in the excellent bracket, right? So then you have your history. How long have you had this credit? Now, a lot of people make the mistake of, oh, I'm not even using this credit card. I'll just close it. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, you're taking away one of your accounts, one. And whatever history you have on that account, now you're erasing it. Let's say that that's the oldest card that you have on your account and it's in good standing. Why would you want to erase that? Okay? I know a young lady that had a card that was on her account for 10 years. And because she wasn't utilizing it, she said, I'm not using it anymore. I got all these other credit cards that I got that I'm using more than that. And I'll just cancel this card. Well, her credit card score tanked because she closed one of her oldest accounts. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Also, as it pertains to like accounts, if you want to add an account on and you're renting, if you're renting your apartment or whatever, there is something called Credit My Rent that I can help you with. If you want to credit your rent towards your credit score, definitely hit me up, because guess what? That adds credit history, that adds an account, And when you're in good standing, they can help with your credit score to boost it up. And it shouldn't be that when you are getting evicted that it finally counts against your credit score. You want to have it where it's counting for your credit score too. So you can also make sure you can add that on. If you want to add that on, credit your rent, make sure you hit me up, okay? And how many accounts? I think I went through that. Types of accounts, I've done that. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it. Inquiries. Listen, hard inquiries. You don't want to keep sitting up here putting your credit on the line, seeing if you can get this car and get that car and get that in the third, right? Inquiries can hurt your credit score. I remember at one point in time I had 4 inquiries. They're all gone now. All of the inquiries are gone. But when they was on my credit report, it hurt my credit score. So you want to make sure that you don't put your credit score in jeopardy by doing these hard inquiries. That means going applying for all these crazy credit cards, all these different credits and loans and stuff like that, because they keep doing a hard pull in your credit, and that's hurting your credit score. And your payment history. You want to be on time. Come on now. Pay the people on time. They have this great thing called the 15-3 rule. All right? 15 days prior to your bill being due, make sure that you pay it down somewhat. And then on the 3 days before it's due, pay off the rest of the amount. It'll put you in good standing. But here's the thing, and I caution you, when you pay a credit card off in its entirety, if you don't use that card, it will eventually become an unused card, and they can take that card off of one of your accounts. It happened to me, all right? And now I'm speaking from experience, not as a financial coach right now, but from experience. I had a card, and it was a card that I used to get my furniture for my apartment, and I used it. Of course, I used it. And then I paid it all the way down and didn't use it anymore. And then I looked at my credit score one day, and it was like months after I had like not used this card, and they just canceled that account off of my credit. Even with the card, they just like, you not using it. So if you have a card, I would say if you're gonna have a credit card and you want to keep that credit card in good standing, use it. Pay like half of it 15 days before it's due. Pay the rest off 3 days before it's due. Right? Listen to me. Pay it off 3 days before it's due. But then use it again. And if you have a $1,000 credit limit, keep it under $100. Say this again. If you have a $1,000 credit limit, keep it under 100, because it's keeping it under 10% utilization, but it's still keeping a balance on there, so they can't close that account. All right, y'all learn how to play the game. When you learn how to play the game, you can win. All right, how can you play a game when you don't know the rules? If you don't know the rules, you sure to fail, right? But I'm giving y'all a little bit of play, so I hope that y'all take that and do with it what you will. I'm just throwing it out there, but those are the things that can affect your credit score. And when you know what affects your credit score, you could be more on top of things. Paying off an old debt that is already closed is not necessarily going to help your credit score. It would have to be open, okay? Of course, that would get the balance down, but it really won't help as fast as you think it does. And with that, guys, I'm going to close out the show with my sponsors. Once again, Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. Anointed Ads. Right here on IG. You can follow him on IG, like him on Facebook. Even check out his website to see his other work. www.anointedads.com. You can also call him at 609-534-0237 to get your project started. And when you mention Think Different TV, guess what? He's going to give you 15% off. Also, our other sponsor is Euphoria Water, the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. Like I said, it is the cleanest and healthiest water in Philly. You want to hydrate the right way. So make sure you get over to Euphoria Water on IG and put in your order. It's UPHORIAWATER right here on IG. Like I said, I got mine. Y'all better get y'all's. Okay? And then our last sponsor, our newest sponsor is All Money Shots. Okay? He has an amazing campaign, Shoot Cameras, Not Guns. This amazing photography, videography. He even has virtual photography for you guys. He has it all. All right, make sure y'all get over there and check him out and show them love. Okay, the 3 businesses I just mentioned are Black-owned businesses. Come on now, they bobs. So get over there to them bobs. All right. That concludes the show tonight, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, lending your ear to me so I can talk it off for a little bit. And thank you for being a wonderful audience and participating in the comments. I see you guys. I see that y'all joined in and everything like that. I'm not missing you guys. It's just that I got to keep this show going, but y'all get all of my love. Love to all of you. And I got to go. Bye.